Hello everyone, Jeff and Derek here with A Taste for Whiskey, and today we've got a really nice treat for you, and that is we got some great bourbon coming out of Indiana. You know, we reviewed Spirits of French Lick, which I think great product. If you haven't had a chance to watch those reviews, please do so, and if you haven't had a chance to try that whiskey, please do so. But today we're going to talk about a store pick that I was involved with, and that is out of Starlight, out of Borden, Indiana. And let me tell you something, there's everything right going on down at Starlight.
Yes, this stuff you've had for a minute, right?
Yes.
But what is unique about this is you got into this place and got to get through some of the barrels and try some of the stuff really before it hit and before it got
Big.
all over. Yeah, everybody, it got big. It really took off. So you was in there cherry picking barrels before everybody else did.
That's exactly
And
right.
I don't know how these kind of gotten hidden on the shelves, but they have. So lucky for anybody that's still.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And this could be sort of our last hurrah with kind of what we have left, because I think what's out of the warehouse is out of the warehouse. So what we've got on the shelf may be all we have.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, they're under $40. That's right. There you go. Do I need to say anything else?
Find a barrel strength store pick for under $40.
Yeah.
If you do, pick me up.
High quality barrel strength store pick.
Chosen by this guy.
So the thing I love about this, and Derek's exactly right, we had a chance to kind of literally crawl on barrels with the master distiller, Ted Huber, out of Starlight. And really it was, what do you want? And I would say, well, I'm kind of looking for some tobacco notes. He'd run around, he'd pull up a barrel, and he would pull it out. He's like, how about this? And daggone, it was tobacco. And then I thought, well, maybe a little bit of butterscotch. And then we got to call in apple crisp and cinnamon and popcorn and you name it. You name a flavor, Derek, he could go to a barrel and pick it.
So you found Willy Wonka bourbon.
We did. And the cool thing about Starlight, I can talk a lot about this, is they use a sweet mash. Now, I like sweet mash because I feel like with a sweet mash, you have a little bit more opportunity to have a much better product without having to have it aged for 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Because
but it can be wildly different sometimes.
Absolutely.
Too. So a lot of people don't use it because they want that consistency.
that is correct.
But they just want good, unique bourbon that people love.
That's exactly right. They taste every single thing that comes out. So sweet mash, once you're finished with the distillation, you have to completely sanitize everything and start all over. It's not like sour mash where you kind of reuse some of the setback. This is all completely new. Everything is, and I think they might even use a low barrel entry proof on this. So one of the things that I'm really excited about is we had the opportunity to pick 2 barrels because we went in thinking we were going to do one. We started playing and tasting, and I could have picked 5. So we picked 2.
We're starting with, and how you tell the difference in them is right down here in the bottom of the label. 1592, and the other one is
1588. Yep.
So that's really, it's subtle, but that's where you find the difference in the store picks. And they do say selected by friendly package on them as well, because there's other Starlights on the shelf.
Absolutely.
So find the store picks.
And one thing I want to point out too is we're at 60-20-20. So this is the Hubers, they basically said it's super easy. Our mash bill is 60% corn, 20% rye. They got a high malted barley.
That's 20% math. Though.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to think too hard in it. They use their cooperage. I think this is like a #1 char. So again, they focus a little bit more on the grain, toasted heads. So really, both same mash bill, same age, and we're looking at 2 completely different bourbons.
Farm to bottle too.
Yes.
They're about that.
Yeah,
too.
So a lot of the corn.
Local.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the other thing I like is we kind of went with one where we focus more on sort of, if you like that fruit, if you're kind of new into bourbon and kind of new into that barrel strength, we wanted to get one that wasn't so complex, but a little bit more sweet and fruit forward. And then we went with 1588, which is going to be more of that bourbon enthusiast flavor, a little bit more complex, a little bit more time, as you say, to take take some notes and think about it a little bit. So
I'm ready to get into it.
I know. I can talk all the. Listen, I'll save the good details and the fun stories for when you come to our tastings, and we'll talk Starlight all night in the stars and the sky.
Yeah.
So what are you getting on the nose, Derek?
Well,
1592 is this one.
Well, I get fruit.
I get fruit a lot. I get pie crust. This is the thing that drew me to this one, is that really nice, that pie crust that comes out of the oven. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
A little bit of
pie crust.
that butter that comes in. And then as it enters the palate, I really feel like those apple notes are going to come through, kind of that apple pie with some cinnamon.
Well, I'm ready for that.
Man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh, that pie crust really comes through.
So this one's not as complex because there's a lot going on right now.
It's not as complex as I kind of, at least at the time, we did try around 20 barrels, FYI. But this one here, got that pie crust. It's got the cinnamon. The cinnamon's come through.
What was hitting me was the cinnamon.
Yeah. The 114 proof. This is easy sipping right here, folks. I just love this. I absolutely love this. And if you watch anything about Starlight, they're hitting awards. If you hit any of the influencers on YouTube, they're all really rating Starlight really high. I mean, it's just, we were able to get in there again, like you said before, it kind of started to blow up.
Yeah.
So, this is great. So I guess we're going to go into the next one, 1588. Now, again, if this is what you're looking for, pie crust, cinnamon, fruit, this is where you're going to get under 40 bucks. You're going to be pleased. But why not get both? So let's go ahead and go into the 1588. And this one's
114 here also.
That's
out of the barrel, right?
That's right. Yep, yeah. Right out of the barrel.
Which that's a good proof out of the barrel. Mm-hmm. Well, they're both 114 out of the barrel.
So while Derek's pouring the 1588, love to share a nice little story. So I was fortunate enough to actually go ahead and get the barrel. So once I got the barrel, I actually contacted Derek and I said, he was at work, and I said, as soon as you get home, you need to come straight to the house. And I sent him a picture of the barrel. And when I pushed the barrel a little bit, there was plenty of whiskey still in the barrel. So what did Derek and I do? What two bourbon enthusiasts would always do? We lifted that bad boy up, sat it up on the bench, and we whirled that thing around, and we got our own whiskey out of the barrel.
Oh yeah.
So his first taste of 1592 was directly out of the barrel.
Full of splinters. It was delicious.
It was awesome. Charcoal was floating around in the glass.
It was awesome.
So 1588. So here's where we're going to get a little more complexity. On the nose here, we're getting some floral.
Yeah.
Some dough. I actually get a little bit of candy notes on this one. And then through
cinnamon's in there too.
The cinnamon's in there, and then I think as it enters the palate is going to be more of those classic bourbon notes. I feel like, if I can remember correctly, this is the one that Ted suggested I go with because I was torn between the one that had a very heavy tobacco note, and he said this is a must. So when the master distiller is telling you,
pick that one.
Pick that one.
Then you pick that one.
Then you pick it. Yeah.
Well, he's already been crawling through the
absolutely,
house, right?
Absolutely. Well, let's see where the palate goes on this. So completely different. Completely different. I feel like this is more sweeter. So where the pie crust was coming on here, some cinnamon, some apple, this is going to be more sweet. This is going to have some. It's still going. It's still developing.
It's sweet, but yet this one lets you know it's there more
than
this one. It's like it hits you. stronger.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit more, and that's what Ted said, that this is going to be a little bit more powerful. This is going to be a little bit more thought-provoking, if you will. And I like this one. If you're a bourbon enthusiast, I think 1588 you're going to like. If you're not, actually, I think you're going to like them both.
Yeah, they're different and both good.
They're just,
I don't know.
Same mash bill, but completely different, same age.
I can usually pick one. I can usually say I like one more than the other. I struggle with these.
Yeah.
To tell you which one I like better.
And again, the thing I love about this is the price. You know, I'm really pleased that Indiana Liquor Group has priced these at an approach that everyone can enjoy this, feel good about what they're buying, at a non-chill filtered, barrel strength, great distillery in our own homeland of Indiana.
Sweet mash.
Absolutely.
They priced them to where you can just get both.
Absolutely.
And make up your own mind and let us know which one you like better.
Amen. Well said.
Yeah.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers.